G'day and welcome back. Got this seat here. I'll be making a mould of this soon. But for now I want to join these two pieces of glass together. These go around the back of the seat like this. This one goes here. And it sits on this flange, or under the flange, and then sort of sits against the side of the seat here, and this one does the same on the other side. The issue is whoever made this mould should have made it off the part that was already on here and then made a split flange mould. That way you wouldn't have to join them, they'd be joined from the mould. So if I was to make them, that's how I'd do it, but I've just got given parts. Anyway, that one fits in there, and that's a good 3/4 of an inch, 20mm wide, too wide. Move that. Yeah, they're fighting for the same space. So I've got to trim these perfectly in the centre of the seat, then join them together. Two dots, and not very straight line to connect them with. I'm going to cut it on this side of the line, just make it a little bit wider, because if I have to, I can take it back a little bit, but I can't make it grow. I can fill a gap, but I don't want to. Rather have it pretty flush. Then when I go to join them, it'll be a much nicer join. Better, much better. Now, how am I going to join these things? That's a very good question. Obviously with fiberglass, but I'm going to use steel as well. I'm going to line them up best as I can. I don't think these clamps are going to be good enough. Okay. Flat, across there, piece around, and go in there. As soon as I bend it a wee bit. A bit too much. Oh, I'm messing around with that, I'll plug this in. Beautiful. So that's going to get glued into there, that's going to get glued on top. Stay put. And should be good. Good to go yet? I reckon we're just about there. I'm going to join this in 2 stages. I'm going to join top side first because this side isn't lining up. Then I'll manipulate this side and then join that. I still want to get them locked into place here. That's them partially joined, temporarily joined. I'm going to tape across here and clamp it flush, and then just put a bit of glass in there and wait a few hours for that to cure. Got a piece of random aluminium. Drop that in there. Now we have a solid piece. There's nothing holding it together except for the aluminium rod in there that I've glassed in. I've also made a cut so I can line that edge up a bit better. But the real issue now, it's hard to tell on the camera, but there's a step here. I mean, that's higher than that. I can get it a bit better, but not where I want it. So, I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm going to push these two so they line up like that. And I'm going to use a piece of metal and some clamps for that. Then before that, I'm going to put tape along here so I don't get excess resin running away. And then I'll reinforce all this part up to here. There it is. It's not pretty. It can be cleaned up and then glassed over, which I will be doing. So once that's all set, remove all the clamps, sand off all the wispy bits. There's a heap up in there. Sand them off and then put more glass in there, and then I'll try and make this a bit nicer as well. Alright, it doesn't look like it, but I have cleaned up in here. I've left all these wispy bits because it doesn't matter. So now I'm just going to put a layer or two in here up to as high as I can get it up in there. Mainly just sort of this part. I'm going to go nice and wide, bridge the strength. This is laminating resin, so I can put it over the top of old laminating resin and it'll be fine. There is, when I go to do this side, I'm going to try and line this up a little bit better. But this is the underside, you won't see this at all. I don't think the customer will mind it. Having to fill it a little bit. This side's pretty good, this is the top. I'm eventually going to trim that off, but I'll leave it on there for now. Yeah, the back's here. Oh wait, this is the bottom. That's the top. Okay. This is the top. So that lines up pretty good. There is a discrepancy here, which I will try and manipulate. I'll do this one after I do the underside. But that lines up real nice. This one here lines up real nice, but there's a big step here. There's nothing a bit of filler and sanding can't fix. But for now, I'm going to be doing laying glass in here, down to the bottom there, and make it all nice and strong. There we have it. It's all glass together. 2 aluminium spot rods. Quite a bit of glass. It looks terrible on the inside, but it is strong. Like that. That is rigid, whereas you can push down on that, but that doesn't move at all. Bit of filler. Okay. We've got some tape on this side. Tape can come wrong. That's the good thing about using this packaging tape. It comes off. It sticks, but it doesn't stick. So a bit of filler in there, sand it smooth, trim up these little bits of excess I've left. Happy days. From 2 pieces of pretty mismatched architecture to these 2 edges lining up pretty much perfectly. And you just got a bit of filler in there, sand it. Customer will be happy with that. And that's how I joined 2 pieces of fiberglass. Thanks for watching.